They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go on the attack first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him, and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Commodores will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So Auburn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Alexander. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Pavia. There's the pressure. The throw. Got a man. It's Alexander. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes means even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got it in the middle. It's Sherrill.
And that's what we got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways. So it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hoskins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Hudson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Smashes in between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Cobb. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Simmons. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the run is Alston. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll leave it with him, fighting off the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Hoskins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant to go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gainer.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. over the middle. It's Dillon. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
At the 43. First down, Commodores.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That is a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Pavia. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. And Sherrill. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Auburn 14, Vanderbilt 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Back to pass, it's Bobby. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it scores. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Newberry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
First down, Commodores.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be third and long. To throw, it's Pavia. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. He'll get a fresh set of downs. Stopped at the 31-yard line.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Hand off from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Second down coming up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Alston. Just plowing ahead. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, we joked that the tight ends Man's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Spins away from the defense. Touchdown Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Stowers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
That's some great toughness by the quarterback. Hanging in the pocket. Listen, knowing you're going to get smacked and still being able to deliver the football down the field. Good toughness by that quarterback.
And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Runs through a tackle.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finds his man. It's Dillon. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Stowers. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Commodores had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
The option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely perfect. Time to settle for the field goal. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Auburn.
Into the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively 1st half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
And the Commodores will kick it away to start the 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Leaves it with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Auburn going to work with another 1st down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll run play action. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Here comes the heat. Escapes trouble. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Dillon. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Alexander. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to get in, and they will score. Touchdown Doors. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Pavia. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. Second and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cobb.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Singleton. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellows on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage right now. They got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Looking for space, it's Alston. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Singleton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll run the screen. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away on 4th down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Tiger quarterback getting it done on the ground like they've seen at Auburn in the past.
And the great Auburn teams, it always seems like they got a quarterback with great mobility that can get 1st downs, and it kind of sets the table for the rest of the Auburn offense.
He'll do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
I I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught in the backfield in suspense. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Gonna sling it on second down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them. They throw it underneath. I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Pavia. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third down, he drops to throw. On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the move, it's Alexander. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Pavia. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball. And it works out.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Sherrill. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man, it's Pavia. Pressure coming. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's 3rd down.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Ocean from the wideout. Looking to throw again. That's reeled in. It's Simmons. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Fields.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd down.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
26-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Slams it ahead. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sherrill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This is a design run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Fields. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And they tacked on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
62. Vanderbilt 24.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Works the middle of the field. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
First down, Commodores.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Grab near the sticks. It's Stowers. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Quickly to the tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
We've seen this tight end lined up in a three-point stance. We've seen him in the slot. We've seen him outside at wide receiver. And he's made catches all over the field, guys. That's now over 150 receiving yards for this guy.
And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land, like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's got him still on his feet. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.